Excellencies, peers and colleagues, a very warm welcome from Secretary Jennifer Granholm, who sends her regrets in not being able to be here this year. Also, I would be remiss if I didn't extend a special thank you to our hosts, the Republic of South Africa, for consistently providing the platform for these important conversations. The events of the last few years have impacted each of our nations differently, but the challenges remain the same. And it's clear that we have different approaches to navigating them, as well as different priorities, advantages, and challenges. But we also know that the climate crisis will define the next century for every country on every continent. We recognize that African countries bear little responsibility for that climate change, and yet its effects have already disproportionately hurt many on the continent. And climate change is already causing damage that will slow and even threaten to degrade the progress and the gains that you have worked so hard to achieve. But in clean energy, we have the solutions that can curb climate change while also addressing the dilemmas that we have heard spoken about thus far: the access to energy, energy affordability, reliability, and the security of those energy resources. Clean energy is one of the greatest economic opportunities of our time. By the end of this decade, the global market for clean energy technologies is projected to release, if not surpass, $23 trillion. It's not just an obligation, but a tremendous opportunity. This is an opportunity that we can all share in, and represents investment in your countries and in your communities and in your people. We believe this will create tens of thousands of jobs in the United States and millions in Africa. Africa is the future for our energy transition. Africa will play a central role in our collective energy, clean and energy future to a more secure energy future. The region has tremendous energy production potential and to some the most significant critical minerals reserves in the world. If developed in the right way and with trusted partners, Africa can lead the way by building sustainable supply chains that move beyond the extraction to higher value and processing and create greater value add and greater value propositions for the people of Africa, to create higher paying manufacturing jobs that will fuel and accelerate the clean energy transition. And with the growing cohort of young entrepreneurial Africans, the African spirit can play a key role in training the clean energy workforce of the future. At the Department of Energy, we are working across the spectrum of energy projects to make clean energy technology projects more bankable. As Secretary Granholm likes to say, the Department of Energy is the Department of Everything and the Department of Solutions. We are keen to explore ways to partner on clean energy with carbon removal in innovative ways, like using extra waste heat from geothermal generation in Kenya to cheaply remove carbon from the air. We have started programming with the Ghana Clean Energy Training Center to launch the Pan-African Nuclear Energy Training Program over the summer, open to all with at no cost to African partners, to consider clean energy and nuclear solutions as a way to enable economic development, energy security, and decarbonization. Our Hydrogen Earthshot, launched by the Secretary, will catalyze the number of development opportunities in cheaper and more efficient technologies and scale that technology in markets by developing hydrogen hubs and working with others closely to deploy those partner technologies in new environments. The Department of Energy is also working in the Net Zero World Initiative. This initiative is designed to provide access to our partners throughout the world to our national laboratory system to harness that department's brain power and strategize with partner nations on developing and financing and executing tailored decarbonization plans and finance strategies to attract the public and private capital needed to make those plans a reality. Nigeria and Egypt were among our inaugural partners, and we're already doing great work with them. We continue to invest millions of dollars in Power Africa to help Africa release the energy that it has on the continent, to power Africa, and to release African power throughout the world. We believe that each of these projects has the ability to increase energy access, support economic development and diversification, and create higher wage jobs in the region. But in fact, there's a lot more to be done. And we are here and stand ready as the United States and the Department of Energy to not do for Africa, but do with Africa what Africa aspires to achieve. Thank you all.